Hi, welcome to yet another video from An Engineered Mind. I've invited my beautiful wife for this video.
Morning.
She also took the survey. This video is to do a bit of a debrief on the 2-week survey that I had you do. And if you were one of those who were willing to go through all those questions each night and a few questions in the morning and provide me that information, thank you so much. I'm going to take that information and I'm going to run it through and perfect the algorithm and the equations that I'm using to give people a daily stability score. Now, you had to go through that a bit blindly. You didn't get that instant feedback that I hope the app will provide. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you a 3 to 4 page report on your information showing you what your stability of mind score was for that day. And again, the objective of this is to build stability in your mind, in your life, so that when difficulties arise, you're already at your peak state, you're able to deal with issues and they don't just completely buckle you. And we're making an animation video that will talk about buckling in a fun way. As you can see, I've invited my beautiful wife on for us today.
Morning.
We're going to talk about the 2-week survey and our experience, and we're hoping to hear from you. I'll send you an email for all those who have taken the survey, and I'll ask you a few questions. Maybe I'll give you a call if it's easier for you. I want to get some feedback in order to really understand the impact that these questions might have had on you. So anyway, without any more introduction, let's launch into the experience that we had ourselves in taking that survey. So Ash, how was your 2 weeks?
It was good. I think I learned more about what I need to do to change rather than saw a huge difference in how I felt. I noticed, I really don't drink enough water. That's good. I really can't go a day without candy. Just straight on candy I can avoid, but sugar, that was hard to just go without sugar. Usually I'm pretty positive and don't really consider myself having a lot of negative habits, but I realized I did find a negative habit that was pretty obvious and that I had never noticed before, and so figuring that out kind of makes me more aware of it.
Now this negative habit, tell them what it was.
Yeah. So the negative habit was, so when I ask someone to do something for me, like the kids or my lovely husband, and they don't do it, I just do it. And so to me, a negative habit, is that really a negative habit? But it is, because it affects me, because then I'm a little resentful towards them for not doing it. And I think I'm contributing to further negative habits of their own, of not following through on things, or being helpful,
Right.
learning skills. So instead of, our daughter said, "Will you make dinner?" and she pooped and thought about it.
Right.
Instead of being okay, fine, I'll do it, I stuck to my gun and just kept asking her to do it until she did it. And there's other things throughout the last 2 weeks that have happened like that, and I think it's been good. It's been positive.
Yeah.
Maybe not for them, but it will be in the long run.
Yeah, exactly. And in the long run, especially for each person may have a different bad habit that they want addressed, that they know that they need to change. And for my wife, obviously, it was doing everything. And in the long run, it's if you're doing everything, unless you're some superhero, which you're very close, you're going to build up this resentment, and that resentment is ultimately going to make your body toxic, and these people who you love, you're going to resent them. Don't you think?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
And it's not good for anybody in this situation.
So why was sugar hard?
Well, I think so. Sugar. So I think it's just like you get to a point in the day. Like I do pretty well, like with energy wise, because I get well, nobody gets enough sleep, but I sleep consistently, so my body has enough sleep, and I exercise. But like you get to like 2 o'clock, and your body is just like, boom. There's like no energy, and I think you just crave. Like I think I crave energy, and my body just goes to sugar as like a quick pick me up. But then you crash again, so it's not really a good habit.
Yeah.
But I think that's why I just like around 2 o'clock, I'm just like, where is some sugar?
Yeah.
Like any source of sugar.
Right. And sugar is just everywhere. It's in the cereals, it's in milk. I mean, it's everywhere. So it's quite difficult to avoid, right? I mean,
Yeah, like obvious sugar. I mean, like candy bar or like ice cream, but it's in pretty much everything.
yeah, which makes it very hard to avoid. And I don't know how well you did on checking those boxes, yes, no, for sugar. But for me, because I really wanted to invest a bit of effort into it, I did my darndest, and you definitely helped me to not eat sugar. And it's made quite the difference in my stability of mind, my ability to deal with kind of the negativity at work or what have you. And again, there's a lot of science behind this, and I think ultimately, if I ever get time, I want to produce that for all those who are following the survey, and for all those who want to get a stable mind. But it was first introduced to me by a therapist friend. We were talking on the soccer field, and I ran into him, and super smart, intelligent dude, and talking to him about my situation, and I asked him like how do you really evaluate someone when they come in, and what do you do? And he talked about Archimedes' lever, the saying, I think it was from Archimedes, who talked about if he had a long enough lever, he would be able to move the world. And so you're looking for stuff that leverages the most amount of benefit in your life. And he said that he recommends, reducing sugar. And, it really helped me these last few weeks, for sure. Did you notice anything about like your stability of mind? How stable you were? How, I guess it's kind of a weird term, but it's basically, we reach our wit's end. There's a lot of sayings out there. We almost go postal, and that's got an obviously bad connotation to it.
Or just like losing your temper.
Losing your temper.
That's a more common thing.
And that's really good, because that's a material-directed quote.
Yeah. I don't know. I think usually I'm a pretty stable person. Like I pretty even kill, like even a little boring, but I don't know if it I don't know if it was like, how you're detoxing from something, and so it almost gets worse before it gets better. I think I saw myself as a little like losing my temper a little more.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And that's not like a bad thing, because I think I was just, how you like have to really work through things. It could have just been a little more stressful, so maybe if I hadn't been doing it, it would have been a lot harder.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, that's the thing with these experiments, is there's so many variables, and there is that detox period. So 2 weeks is almost way too short.
Well, it is, because I'm just realizing things that I thought I'd taken. Oh yeah, I'm good. That's fine. I'm totally fine with that. And I'm just realizing, oh wait, I really should be looking at this question a little more.
Right.
Like the negative habit, or like, do you really ask the 3 whys, or assumptions? Like, I think.
Right. Yeah. And that's kind of what the point of these questions every night is a self-evaluation, a reminder of what are those power points, what are those points that will leverage the most amount of stability in your life. And again, all of this is based on some harebrained idea I came up with to base these questions on the different variables in the Euler-Buckling equation, which later I'll tell you about. But we really want to be stable, we want to be stoic, we want to be even keel, because any, I guess, perturbation or any like sudden losing your temper or whatever, that involves energy, and it can have some devastating consequences or effects in your life, especially if your child does something. Like, I remember hearing you scream.
What? I can't remember what happened, but I really oh, yeah, like, what did our youngest accused me? Oh no. So something went wrong with our Xbox code of getting Xbox Live, which I absolutely hate.
Yeah.
And something went wrong with it, and so my youngest got mad at me for doing something I asked him not to do, and I kind of lost it. It was like,
Yeah.
the injustice.
Yeah. And sometimes those outbursts are warranted because a kid, under any other circumstance, won't even listen to us, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you've had that experience. We have.
Well, just to, that was the beginning of the survey. So very beginning, before I'd even realized, and it could possibly have been my a resentment, sort of like, I do everything for everybody all the time, I can't be perfect, that was kind of what keyed me into it. So really, that was excellent.
Yeah, and it makes you recognize when you go unstable, okay?
I don't usually yell. It really scared him.
She doesn't usually yell, but when she does, it's got to be something big. An Xbox is big in our house. So, my experience with the last 2 weeks has been really transformational, and I don't mean to use hyperbole in this, but the whole impetus of this project was more to help myself become stable. Just long story short, a year and a half ago, I thought my world was caving in. A lot of different factors were coming into play. I went unstable. Unstable not from a violent circumstance, but internally, my mind was attacking me, for lack of a better description, and ended up quitting my job, my good, stable engineering job, quit it. Gave my boss 4 weeks. Couldn't take 4 weeks because of all the questions. Cut it down to 2 weeks, and then I was out of there. We sold our house. We moved up to our home state, and anyway, it was a very unpleasant situation. And during that time, and even before that time, I read a whole bunch of books on the subject of mental health, on connections, social connections, anything that sounded like it could help. I'm all about kind of know thyself and heal thyself. But that's a little bit of a background as to why I'm launching this project. But fast forward to this last 2 weeks, now I've since re-entered the workforce, and I've been working for the last 6 months at the job I left, and before that it was 5 months building rocket motors. But these last couple weeks have been really good for me. I've noticed that the usual attacks from those at work, or supposed attacks, had no sting on me, and so I'm really excited about the benefits, at least in my life, and I'm hoping that maybe you have seen similar benefits in your life. I guess with the survey, for me, sugar, I think, is one of the biggest vices in my life. I love to eat sugar.
We've also not been eating gluten for 9 months. I mean, obviously we have cheat days, which kind of makes the whole point. It makes it whole pointless.
Right.
But I think we've phased back into eating a little bit of gluten because, I don't know, my theory is that it's the sugar, and the gluten, just turns to sugar, so avoiding the carbohydrates and stuff are part of it, but being 100% gluten-free maybe isn't necessary.
Right.
So that's also...
Yeah, you're just adding sugar on top of sugar, so, I mean, gluten bread is delicious, and that last 9 months of not eating gluten or avoiding it, like pizza, but I cut the bulk of the sugar out, like the pure refined sugar from candy bars, ice cream, and all that these last 2 weeks, and I still ate gluten, bread, and it was a phenomenal 2 weeks for me. And of course, you know, I'm a bit biased, or I want this to succeed, but I'm trying to be as scientific about it as possible. But it's really worked out well for me thus far, so we're excited.
How well did you do on water?
So water is the half your body weight in ounces of water. I'm not used. I'm very like occasional drinker of water. Like
He doesn't drink soda either. It's
No.
not like he replaces it with anything else.
Yeah, I'm not a big soda drinker, but geez, it was hard to drink half my body weight in ounces. But it was strange because the more I drank, the more thirsty I got. So maybe I'm like a desert inside, and my body just can't get enough water. But I think that did contribute to it. The exercise definitely helped. What else? Did you have a favorite question on the survey?
A favorite question?
Yeah.
Like the question that's easiest to always, the second section?
Okay.
Okay.
The self-care, the K factor, or?
The 3 questions of why.
Oh, okay. That's the L.
That's the L.
Yeah,
Those ones
L
are
factor.
always easy to answer, so
Yeah.
I liked those. I
So-
think I just naturally do that, like ask lots of questions about why people do things. I don't just assume.
Yeah.
Give them the benefit of a doubt.
Yeah, and you know,
So those are easy.
you may not know my wife, but she's been my bedrock of stability just throughout our marriage, and even before when we dated in high school. Like, she is a very even keel person, and it's probably because she naturally does not make those assumptions, but gives the person the benefit of the doubt, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, and it makes me not accountable for things too. Probably like, well, why would like, I don't know. Why would they think that? It's not. I don't know. Who knows why? We don't even want to go into the psychology. of it.
And there's a good demonstration. She's just like, who knows why? She doesn't fix in on some reason that's make believe.
Yeah, we don't know. But so I liked those questions, and I think they're super important. Like when we were first married, I remember always trying to give him this opposite of like something he had a hard time with, or like someone would say something like, well, what if they're having a bad day? What if you're like, why are you taking their side? It's like, I'm not taking their side, but there are other possibilities.
Yeah.
So looking for other possibilities helps like really understand why you would even think or assume something, and then also give them a benefit of a doubt.
Yeah,
Most
definitely.
people are not doing stuff to harm you.
No, they're just trying to live their life and just chill. But yeah, that's true. Like, diversity always comes up. I mean, if you look behind us in nature is a good example of diversity and how diversity can thrive. And the thing in our lives, especially with social media and all that, is we're getting very pigeonholed or stovepiped. There's different terms for it, but we're getting very focused in our niche of friends, our niche of conversations, our niche of books we read, of shows we binge watch. We become very narrow-minded in our lives, and you know what Ashley just talked about was coming up with a whole variety of different reasons why somebody might do that versus, well, I know they just don't like me, or something crazy like that. So was there a question you thought had the least amount of impact on your well-being?
Jeez.
Or an annoying question that was like, okay, that's a little confusing, or we could throw that out.
You put me on the spot.
I know, it's like...
They all seem pretty reasonable. I mean, all the self-care stuff was like actually doing stuff, so that was something I had to like prepare and like mentally think about all day. Like, oh, am I doing this? Oh, I really liked the going new places and visiting or meeting new people.
What'd you like about it?
Well, because when I did it, I was like, I did it! Because I'm kind of like a hermit. I don't like to go out and do
Hermit
things.
the frog right here.
Yeah, pretty much. So I don't go new places and meet new people. Oh, but I did. So because I had that question in my mind and I hadn't answered yes, I had to go for a work thing, go and get to a new place, and someone was sitting next to me, and I never would have started a conversation with a complete stranger, but I was like, oh my gosh, I have to answer this question, and so I talked to him, and because I talked to him, I learned something new about the place that I'm working, a new connection, which I never would have had before, and so it was like, oh my gosh, this is a good thing, to challenge yourself, to do something new. So I really like that question.
Okay.
Visiting a new place is kind of hard, though. That was a question I liked it, but you can't really visit a new place every day. So in a way, it was like, sometimes it'd be like, oh, well, I visited a new room in this place, or I visited a new aisle. Like, I tried something new, sort of. I use that. So maybe you could hybrid it, like visit something, do something new, or visit a new place, you know.
Okay.
I thought maybe that could
Yeah, those are separated questions right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, that would be good. I think the spatial, like when we're talking space and going to new spaces, I divided that from actually doing something new, because it was like, man, this world is filled with so many nooks and crannies that we've never really visited. And sometimes just by going and putting yourself in a new environment, which we've talked about that a little bit. We'll talk a little bit more about the importance of environment. There's a lot of interesting research and stuff that I've read concerning the environment and how it turns on certain genes. And so I wanted to put that spatial thing, but the doing thing, that one I think for me was a little hard, because you're like, well, you work 8 hours a day, you're pretty much doing the same thing, and you come home and it's very routine, very Groundhog Day-esque, you know. So that one was kind of hard.
Well, yeah, but at least if you're thinking about it, you're gonna choose, like, maybe you choose a different brand of something.
Oh, yeah.
You know, just like little things. It doesn't have to be big.
No, it doesn't.
But I think just doing little different things
Yeah.
makes it not feel like Groundhog's Day.
Yeah, exactly.
Following a new path home, you know, driving a new direction.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we've hit L. Those are that's the L factor. We've talked about I. What was I? Diversity of people and ideas. And by the way, all these letters can be combined and easily remembered by the acronym LIKE, L-I-K-E, which is pretty cool. And these were actually the variables that are in the Euler-Buckling equation. So I didn't just invent them up, but anyway, so it's like, do you like yourself? Which is going to be part of this cartoon book / animation I'm making. But what about the E? The E factor is your stiffness, your resolve, your ability to stick,
like
to commit to things.
Commitment questions.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had an interesting conversation about that. Like, well, it's like, are you committed to doing this tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
And like, I don't know, as a parent, you kind of have to. Like, you don't even have a choice.
Right.
I mean, I guess you do, and then your life would be a little different, but but I felt like maybe another question that should be added is, like, would you like to commit to this? Because, you know what I mean? Like, I know I have to do it. Like, I don't have an option, but do I want to?
Yeah.
Maybe that's a 2 or something.
No, that one was kind of a weird question, and what you'll see is it'll affect your score. So commitment is kind of huge. I know there is something about being resolved and committed to whatever it is you're doing. It cuts off all the noise and helps you focus on the signal or whatever goal you're doing. And it actually relieves your mind of all of these other potential opportunities. I mean, think about it. When you're trying to choose who to marry, which for me it was a given. It was easy. And it's crazy that some of the decisions in my life I've mulled over more than who I was to marry, but it was pretty obvious to me. But like things like jobs, should I take this job? Should I not? should I buy this brand of cereal in a bag, or should I get the box cereal? Like, some of those trivial decisions we can make a mountain out of them. And for me, this E factor, like at the end of each section, is like, are you committed? I'm going to take those, now that it's post-survey, share a little insights into the algorithm. Is I'm going to take those, and I will take that yes or no, and I will look back in the history of you answering yes or no, and I'll actually see and score you on how well you were able to commit. And the really cool and exciting thing about this is I'm going to give you, for each day, I'm going to give you what kind of material you are. Your stiffness, the stiffness of your resolve will translate to the stiffness of a material. And so there's a whole different list of materials that I'm pulling from as stiff as carbide, you know, the stuff they put on blades that cut through concrete and other hard metals, down through steel, through aluminum, through rubber, through plastic. Like, each one of them has a different stiffness, and I'm going to give you for each day what material you best exemplified in your resolve. So that's super exciting, and this is going to form the basis of other aspects of engineering that I'm going to pull into this an engineered mind. But we're going to have to get this stability of mind all honed in first. But it's super exciting. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
So anyway.
Like I'm rubber, you're glue.
Yeah, whatever she says sticks to me and bounces off you. We're dating ourselves, obviously. Maybe kids are saying that.
I don't think so.
Yeah, maybe not. Just in wrapping up this video, we could probably talk all day on it, but we'll probably get sunburned and you'll probably tune off so that you can go get meals ready for your family or whatever. We don't want to take up all your time, but we want to just close with I hope that you send in your survey so that I can score it, and I'll get you back a short report on that week showing you what materials you were during the course of those few weeks. Ideally, I'm gonna what they call normalize the scores. So instead of you getting a score that's all about engineering, I'm gonna normalize it. I'm gonna make it from a scale from like 0 to 10. And 10 is going to be the absolute stiffest, most resolved person around, a carbide person. And you'd have to get like really a perfect score on your resolve in order to get there. And so the ideal is to just maximize each of these points on the like scale, so the LIKE scale. Does that sound exciting?
Yeah.
Sounds nerdy and exciting, because yeah, engineering
you're a nerd and you're
yeah.
excited. No, just kidding.
so anyway, I'll be emailing you this video. I hope you watch it, and it gives you some insight as to what you can be expecting. As soon as I finish this comic book on buckling, which goes along with all this, I want to give you guys all a complimentary copy of it to thank you for the time and the support and just believing in some of these things that I'm doing. I know some of you, I do appreciate your friendship and your support. You've been there through all of these things that I've tried, so I do appreciate that. You know who you are, because you're always, I guess, interacting with me in some way, so I appreciate that. Hope to reciprocate anyway. Any last words on the survey, hon?
No, thank you.
Yeah, thanks. Good morning, good afternoon. Oh, I can't even say a word. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Good morning and welcome to another video of the Engineered Mind. At least that's what we're calling it right now. It's still in works. It's in its baby stages. I've invited my beautiful wife, I've convinced her to come on the video. We're going to do a daily breakdown of our breakdown.
What?
Okay, hold on. Last time.
Yeah, just take your time. Sorry.
Okay. Ready?
Are you?
Yes.
Okay.
Hi. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whichever time of day you're watching this video. Welcome to An Engineered Mind. This is our... Oh.
Don't say it's our backyard. Hey, just say.
3, 2, 1.
Cute.
Hello and welcome. Welcome to our backyard. We've got a beautiful morning here. I don't know what time you're watching this.
Okay, my eyes are so bad. I can't.
Really?
They hurt so bad.
What?
I don't know if they're. Sorry.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, just chopping up.
Okay. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Welcome. Thank you for watching this video. Oh, I hate
No,
saying
it's
it.
good.
Okay. Hi, and thank you for watching this video. Yet another video from An Engineered Mind. At least that's what we're calling it right now. This project that we've launched into, which is to help build stability of mind. At least that's our first principle. I've invited my beautiful wife here to join me in this video. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Oh man, it's so hard to tape yourself. But anyway, you can't even talk.
No, it was good.
Okay, let's do this. Say not self.
Type.
Hi there. What?
Just go. Just
Okay. Hello, and thanks. Oh my gosh.
Just go. Just don't.
So. Hi. Oh! How do people do that? Okay. Hi. Welcome to An Engineered Mind, another video. Dang it.
Am I on the side or am I in the middle?
You're in the middle. Hello. Welcome to another video of An Engineered Mind. That's what we're calling it right now. It's still in its baby stages, this project, this idea that we're doing. I've invited my beautiful wife. Hello.
Good morning. How are you? Keep going. You're not doing another one.
One more. Okay. Ready?
Are you ready?
Hi there. Welcome to another video from An Engineered Mind. This is like take 53. It's so hard to record yourself, but let's just dive right in.
Totally natural.
Totally natural. So anyway,
Just keep going.
no.
Don't. Okay, now you can cut it after. What is silver in my palm?
Oh.
Like your waiter.
Okay, we're on camera.
Go.
Okay. Hi, welcome to another video from An Engineered Mind. That is, at least is what we're calling it right now. It's still in its baby stages, this project. But this video is a video that, yeah, blah, blah. Oh my gosh!
Yeah, but that's what she said.
Okay. Welcome to another video from An Engineered Mind. This is just the name of this project we're doing, so it might change. Who knows? Why am I?
Just say an engineered mind.
Okay. Let me make sure it's recording. Okay. Okay. Ah!
Hey, don't funny.
Okay.
You're not a comedian.
I know. Hi, welcome to another video from An Engineered Mind. This video is a video to do a sort of a deep. Those 2 weeks went for you. Man, I can't even
No,
talk.
that's good. You keep doing it.
I
Just- Should I take my jacket off?
No. Okay. Hey, welcome to the video. This is a post-survey video for all those who have taken the first version of our survey. Congratulations. We're going to do a little bit of a review, and that's what this video is for. So,
You have something on your cheek. That sun is so hard.
it's getting worse and worse.
Growing hair?
Hi, thanks for watching this video, yet another video from An Engineered Mind. This video is going to cover the post-survey, no!
What do you want to call it?
In 3, 2, 1. Hey, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time you're watching this. Welcome to our beautiful backyard.
You shouldn't say what state you live in.
I know. Dang it.
It's okay. Probably shouldn't do it right here.
Uh-huh.
But...
3, 2, 1. Welcome. Thank you for visiting. Oh my gosh.
What?
Thanks for visiting this video. Okay. There we go again.
Take 5.
I know. Hi there. This is Nate.
You had to warn me.
I know. This is horrible. Okay, ready? Hello and welcome to An Engineer.
No, that was good. What are you doing?
I am not talking well.
You are.